Have you ever stopped to consider the immense power that lies beneath the ground we walk on each day? Beneath our feet, deep within the Earth's crust, lies a world of unimaginable force and energy, a world that occasionally reveals itself in the most dramatic ways. This unseen power is the driving force behind some of nature's most impactful and awe-inspiring phenomena, natural disasters. When we think of natural disasters, three main types often come to mind. They are volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis. Each of these events holds a unique and overwhelming power, a power that can reshape landscapes, alter ecosystems, and change the course of human history. Volcanoes, the fiery behemoths of the natural world, are a testament to the Earth's internal heat and pressure. They're not just explosive mountains spewing molten rock. They're a window into the heart of our planet, revealing the fiery, churning world that lies beneath our feet. Then we have earthquakes, the ground-shaking, building-toppling manifestations of the Earth's restless tectonic plates. When these enormous slabs of rock grind and slip, they release a torrent of energy that can bring even the most robust structures to their knees. They remind us of the immense power that rests just beneath the surface. Finally, we have tsunamis, the ocean's response to seismic disturbances. These towering waves can cross entire oceans, growing in power and size until they crash onto shorelines with devastating force. They are a stark reminder of how interconnected our world is, how an event thousands of miles away can have far-reaching impacts. These three types of disasters, each uniquely terrifying and fascinating, are the focus of our exploration today. We'll dive deep into the science behind them, unmasking the mystery of their origins and the mechanisms that drive them. We'll also look at some of the most destructive instances throughout history, revealing the true scale and impact of these events. As we delve into the world beneath our feet, prepare to be amazed by the sheer power and impact of these natural disasters. Imagine mountains spewing molten rock and ash, reshaping the landscape in a matter of hours. When we speak of volcanoes, the mind is instantly transported to this vivid imagery. But what exactly is a volcano and how does it form? Well, our planet is much like a giant puzzle. It's made up of numerous pieces or tectonic plates that are constantly shifting and moving. Sometimes these plates collide or pull apart, and magma, the molten rock beneath the Earth's surface, seeps through the cracks. As layers of magma and ash build up over time, a volcano is born. Volcanoes are not all created equal, though. They come in different shapes and sizes, each with its own unique characteristics and destructive power. For instance, shield volcanoes, like those found in Hawaii, have gentle slopes and erupt fluid lava, creating spectacular, albeit relatively harmless, lava flows. On the other hand, stratovolcanoes, such as Mount Fuji in Japan, are characterized by steep slopes and explosive eruptions, often resulting in deadly pyroclastic flows. But why do some volcanoes erupt in a fountain of lava, while others explode with devastating force? To understand this, we dive into the complex world of geology. Scientists and experts explain that the behavior of a volcano largely depends on the viscosity or thickness of its magma. Magma rich in silica tends to be thicker and more viscous, trapping gases and leading to explosive eruptions. Conversely, magma with low silica content is thinner and allows gases to escape more easily, resulting in gentle, effusive eruptions. Volcanoes, with their raw, untamed power, have the ability to alter landscapes, reshape ecosystems, and influence climate patterns. Their eruptions may be destructive, even deadly, but they also play a crucial role in the Earth's geological cycle, creating fertile soils and shaping the world as we know it. Volcanoes, the fire mountains, stand as testament to the powerful forces at work beneath our feet. They remind us of the dynamism of our planet, a constant dance of creation and destruction, a testament to the ever-changing nature of Mother Earth. Picture the ground beneath you shaking, buildings collapsing, and chaos ensuing in mere seconds. This terrifying scenario is not a scene from a blockbuster movie, but a real-life event that occurs all too frequently around the world, an earthquake. Earthquakes are a natural phenomenon resulting from the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates. These gigantic slabs of rock, some spanning thousands of miles, float on the semi-fluid layer of the Earth's mantle. When these plates move, they can cause the ground above to shake, resulting in an earthquake. Imagine rubbing two pieces of sandpaper together. They resist, then suddenly slip, right? That's similar to how earthquakes work. The rough edges of tectonic plates catch on each other, causing stress to build up over time. When the stress becomes too much, the plates suddenly slip, releasing a massive amount of energy. This energy travels as seismic waves, shaking the ground and anything on it. Historically, earthquakes have been responsible for some of the most catastrophic events in human history. Consider the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011, with its epicenter off the Pacific coast of Tohoku. This powerful quake and the subsequent tsunami resulted in immense destruction and loss of life, reminding us of the sheer power of nature. In 1906, the city of San Francisco was shaken by a magnitude 7.9 earthquake, causing widespread destruction and fires that raged for days. This event is a stark reminder of the potential devastation that earthquakes can inflict on even the most prepared and modern cities. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding the science behind earthquakes can help us mitigate their impacts. By studying seismic activity, scientists can identify potential earthquake zones and help communities prepare for these natural disasters. Earthquakes remind us of the relentless movement and energy of our planet, often with devastating consequences. But they also underscore the importance of scientific understanding and preparedness in minimizing these consequences. Imagine a wall of water racing towards the shore, obliterating everything in its path. This is the terrifying reality of a tsunami, a series of powerful waves caused by the displacement of a large volume of water. But what triggers such a massive shift in the sea? More often than not, tsunamis are born from undersea earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, events that can shift vast amounts of water in an instant. When tectonic plates beneath the ocean floor shift abruptly during an earthquake, the water above is displaced, creating waves that can travel at jetliner speeds across the open ocean. Similarly, volcanic eruptions under the sea can trigger a tsunami by ejecting large amounts of debris into the water, causing a sudden displacement. The speed of a tsunami is something to marvel at and fear. In the deep ocean, these waves can travel as fast as a commercial jet, over 500 miles per hour. But it's not just their speed that's astounding. These waves carry an immense amount of energy, making them incredibly destructive when they crash onto shore. To delve deeper into the science behind these deadly waves, we've spoken to some of the world's leading experts on tsunamis. They've explained that it's not only the initial wave that's dangerous. A tsunami wave train, which is a series of waves, can continue for hours after the initial wave, causing further destruction. These experts also shared that the shape of the coastline and the ocean floor can amplify a tsunami's destructive power. A narrow bay, for instance, can funnel a tsunami into a smaller area, causing the wave to grow in height before it hits the shore. So what can we take away from all this? Tsunamis are a stark reminder of the unimaginable power the sea can unleash when driven by geological forces. They're a testament to the dynamic and often volatile nature of our planet. Tsunamis, the deadly waves, demonstrate the unimaginable power of the sea when driven by geological forces. Can you fathom the scale of destruction these natural disasters can cause? The ground beneath us is not as stable as we might think. Volcanoes, earthquakes, and tsunamis are a testament to the raw, untempered power of our planet. Each of these cataclysmic events can wreak havoc on an unimaginable scale, reshaping landscapes and altering lives in the blink of an eye. Consider volcanoes with their molten fury. When they erupt, they spew out a deadly cocktail of hot gas, ash, and rocks that can obliterate everything in their path. Entire cities can be buried, ecosystems devastated, and skies darken it for miles around. The human cost is often immense, with loss of life and displacement of communities. And the economic toll? It can run into billions of dollars for cleanup, rebuilding, and recovery. Then there are earthquakes. These seismic shudders of the earth can topple buildings, rupture roads, and trigger landslides. In mere seconds, they can reduce thriving cities to rubble, leaving behind a trail of destruction and human suffering. The economic impact is equally staggering, as the cost of reconstruction and rehabilitation can stretch national budgets to their breaking point. Finally, let's not forget tsunamis. These monster waves, often birthed by undersea earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, can wash away entire coastal communities. The sheer force of a tsunami can be so powerful it can reshape coastlines, leaving behind a scarred landscape and a broken people. The cost of recovery from such an event can take years, even decades, draining resources and economies. These natural disasters, while awe-inspiring in their power, serve as stark reminders of our vulnerability. They underline the fact that we are merely guests on this planet, subject to the whims and furies of nature. Yet, it is in the face of such adversity that we often see the best of humanity shine through. Resilience, courage, and an unwavering spirit to rebuild and recover. These natural disasters, while awe-inspiring, remind us of our vulnerability in the face of nature's power. Can we foresee these devastating events before they happen? Is it possible to predict the unpredictable? This question has challenged scientists for decades, and while we may not have all the answers, we've made significant strides in the right direction. Let's start with volcanoes. Scientists use seismographs to monitor tremors within the Earth. These vibrations can indicate when magma is moving beneath the surface, a telltale sign of an impending eruption. However, the timing is tricky. An increase in seismic activity doesn't always mean an eruption is imminent. It could be days, weeks, or even years away. Next, we have earthquakes. They're a bit trickier as there's no magma to track, but scientists can monitor stress accumulation along fault lines. When the stress reaches a certain level, an earthquake is likely, but again, the exact timing remains elusive. We can say there's a high probability of an earthquake occurring within a certain time frame, but pinning it down to the day or even the week is currently beyond our reach. And then there are tsunamis. These massive waves are usually the result of undersea earthquakes. If we can detect the earthquake early enough, we can warn coastal areas of a potential tsunami. However, this leaves a very narrow window for evacuation, especially if the earthquake's epicenter is close to the shore. What about early warning systems? Well, they've come a long way. Seismic networks can now detect an earthquake within seconds of it starting. Volcanic monitoring stations can measure gas emissions, ground deformation, and seismic activity around the clock. And for tsunamis, we have buoys strategically placed throughout the ocean that can detect changes in water pressure, signaling the approach of a tsunami wave. Despite these advancements, predicting natural disasters is far from an exact science. Each volcano, earthquake, or tsunami presents unique challenges that can confound even the most seasoned scientists. While we've made strides in predicting these events, there's still much we don't know, making each volcano, earthquake, and tsunami a stark reminder of the untamed power of our planet. As we've seen, our planet holds immense untamed power beneath its surface. This power, often hidden and silent, can erupt with a force that reshapes landscapes and changes lives in an instant. We've journeyed through the fiery realms of volcanoes, felt the earth shake under the force of earthquakes, and witnessed the devastating surge of tsunamis. These immense forces, as destructive as they can be, are natural processes that shape and form our world. Volcanoes, for instance, are not just agents of destruction but also creators of new land. They enrich our soil, making it fertile for life to flourish. Earthquakes, while terrifying, are a testament to the constant movement and evolution of our planet. And tsunamis, born from undersea disturbances, remind us of the interconnectedness of our world, how a tremor in one part of the globe can send ripples that reach far and wide. But it's not just about understanding these forces. It's about respecting them and preparing for their inevitable occurrence. Our planet's untamed power is a reminder of our vulnerability, but also of our resilience. We've seen communities rebuild, scientists strive for better prediction methods, and societies adapt to live in harmony with these geological phenomena. This is the essence of our continued geological research: to understand, to predict, and to prepare. It's a testament to our human spirit, our curiosity, and our desire to protect ourselves and our communities. It's about appreciating the power of our dynamic planet while striving to mitigate its destructive potential. So while we marvel at the raw, untamed power of our planet, let's also remember the importance of knowledge, preparedness, and respect. For in understanding these mighty forces of nature, we find the tools to live alongside them, to weather their storms, and to emerge stronger. As we continue to learn and adapt, we gain a deeper appreciation of our planet's power and the importance of respecting and preparing for its formidable forces.